complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up, because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellows up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 89 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Check, check, lucky.
On first down, Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 60 yards. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-17. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. In motion, the tight end. On play action, it's Wentz. He'll buy some time right. Completes this one to Thornton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Forced out to his left. This will be caught. It's Samuel. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 32. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his man, Thornton. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. It's complete to Cook. Touchdown, Washington. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Lawrence. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Check 26, check 26.
A handoff for Etienne. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. That here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year where he was playing? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
52 yards on the ground for him so far.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Play action. Now Wentz. And he will find his man Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Cook again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Got his target, Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Touchdown! Tyquan Thornton. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Sly on for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. On second down, ETN once more. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Lawrence will throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Lawrence. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lawrence, a slant to Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They'll run with Etienne. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting.